games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sun Devils offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the Bowl Cup. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Completes it in the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Beavers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fighting off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Oregon State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yard to help out the Oak. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. What a Nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Beavers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The toss to the outside. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown aside. Anderson wants to throw. Here's a hit. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely center cut. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's got the tight end and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And what a great job by the defense getting penetration quickly, forcing the running back to get outside to try to make that thing go wide, which that's what you want as a defense. When they run the draw, they want you to run upfield, and you run right up the middle. Good job by the defense getting some penetration to throw off the running back.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Sun Devils will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabs it in the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Anderson will throw. Got his man downfield. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Burks. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Burks. Inside the 35. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Beavers will have it 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Toss sweep to the right. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Anderson wants to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Pressure coming. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll make it a two-score game at 16-7.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really.
Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
16, Arizona State, 13.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. And the returner will be knocked down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it to the right. Got enough for the first down. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Burks. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Off the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Beavers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
You know, defenders have to really understand body position and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a big play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They go to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Dangerous screen into traffic. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt.
That's why this punt return unit, they love blocking for this guy because they know with his speed, he can change the game. He can put 6 on the board in a heartbeat. You just get one block. You give this guy one little crease, man, he could be gone.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
That's a perfect example of not settling. Fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Got the first down and more. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Quickly complete. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Watson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the stomping has commenced. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Offense gets set for 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got the 1st down and more. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Anderson will throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. His target down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. Pass to Stigton, still on his feet. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but
Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you...
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
He breaks a tackle. Oh, it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week.